everybody, MDpolo here at Range USA in Carmel, Indiana. And today we've got the Taurus TX22. I'm going to be using some CCI 22LR. First time I'm going to shoot this pistol. It's on loan to the channel from my friend Danny. Thank you so much. But I've heard of so many good things about this gun, about how reliable it is. Danny tells me that it's been 100% reliable for him. So we'll see how we do. Take some shots and then go to the tabletop. We're about 8 yards out. Wow. Boy, did I blow that one. Clear. The gun is safe. Very soft shooter, of course, for a 22. Zero problems. Only one mag though. And not my best shooting, but I can tell you that's me. I don't think it's the gun. Those two I felt right away. In this, for me, it's shooting a bit high, even though I was aiming right there. So that's where I was aiming, and right there, and it's shooting there. So maybe if I put it down here in the number 2, but I have to try it and see how it goes. But I like the way it shot. Just a question of getting used to it. Now let's go to the tabletop. Today we take a look at a gun that I've been trying to shoot for quite some time now. And every time I see one at my local Range USA, I say, well, I'm in a hurry, I'll get it later. And then I come back and they're gone. As soon as they come into stock, they get bought right away. And we're looking at the Taurus TX22. So a rimfire, 22 caliber, and everything I read about them, every video that I've watched about them, everybody seems to like them. Unless I missed it, I've yet to see something negative said about this gun. So I thought, well, I'm going to try to get my hands on one. And sure enough, my friend Danny owns this, and he lent it to the channel for review. So thank you very much, Danny, for that. And I forgot to ask him how many rounds he's got through it, but it's certainly not a new gun. And it's been, from my understanding, 100% reliable, and it certainly was for me. So once again, it's a 22 long rifle. It's a single action striker fired gun with a barrel that is 4.10 inches. I should have put my glasses on. 4.10 inches on the barrel. It's got a capacity of 16 rounds with 2 mags, and they're plastic mags. I've been shooting a lot of HKs, and so right away I go for the paddle release. So you got 2 mags that are polymer, and they're very, very light, and they were very easy to load. So a capacity of 16 plus 1, but he's got little handles here to help you load them if you want. So you get 2 polymer mags, and to back up a little bit, it comes in this cardboard box, and inside it's got the other mag, it's got a speed loader, and you're supposed to get a thread adapter for a suppressor or a compensator, but I'm not sure what Danny did with that, but it's not in the gun. So once again, 16 rounds with 2 plastic mags. It weighs unloaded 17.3 ounces, according to the Taurus website. I put it on my scale with 16 rounds of CCI 40 grain, and it came in at 18.7 ounces. So very, very light. I'll let you look at it as I walk around. In 2019, Guns & Ammo magazine named it the 2019 Handgun of the Year. So that's pretty good endorsement right there. Taurus on their website has 16 different models and configurations of this gun, so you can definitely find one to suit your needs. Starting from the top, the slide is an aluminum slide, and it's hard anodized. You can get them in black and different colors, but the slide is black anodized. One thing interesting about this slide is the ejection port. As you can see, it's got a covered top, very, the same concept as the Kimber Mako. And the thought process behind that, now the Mako of course is optics ready, this one is not. There are other Taurus models that are optics capable. They're ready to have an optic mounted on the slide up here. And but the Mako also has the enclosed top of the slide. The ejection port is closed on the top and it's open on the side. And from what I gather, part of the concept there is that it will direct more efficiently and consistently the casings in the direction they're supposed to go. Also, the opening is not as wide, so there's less possibility of debris, dirt, lint, anything like that getting into the chamber. This one is not optics ready, but other models are optics ready. Now, staying with the slide, let's look at the sights. And the sights are a 3-dot system. They are plastic sights. It's a white dot. And the rear sight is adjustable. So plastic sights, polymer sights, I'm sorry, but they are adjustable and they do their job. If you want to change them and you go to the website for Taurus, you'll see the Tandem Cross, I like their products quite a bit, makes sights for the TX22 line. You can change it to a fiber optic front, blacked out rear. There's several different combinations you can do from Tandem Cross, and you can go either to the Taurus website or directly to Tandem Cross. That should look at it around a little bit more. Now let's go down to the frame. Of course, it's a polymer frame. It's a full-size frame to accommodate the 16+1 that you can get in the mag. And it is incredibly comfortable, at least for my hands. I have medium-sized hands, and for me, the frame is one of the most comfortable that I've held. It's right up there with the HK VP9 SK, at least for me. And we'll go through the details. This is why. It's nice. It's got 2-slot pick rail at the front, so most lights will fit for compact pistols. And just to show you, here we've got a Streamlight TLR8AG, and it goes right there. I'm not going to tighten it up, but here you get an idea of how it fits really nice on this gun. I didn't shoot it with a light on, but with this extra weight, I mean, there's zero recoil on this thing as it is. Now with a little bit of weight from the light, this thing must be just a laser beam. So we have the 2-slot pick rail. Another thing that is nice going down to the bottom of the grip is you have a little bit, not much, but you've got a little bit of a mag well, and you got the cutout indentations in case you need to strip the mags out. It lets you get into your in the slot right there on both sides. So nice details all the way around. Looking here, there are no back straps that you can replace, so it is what it is. And if you're looking at it like this, you can see there's got a very deep beaver tail here. It allows you to get really high on the gun. And also, you've got a high undercut, the trigger guard undercut. And it's got, for those of you that like to hold on to the top right here to the front of the trigger guard, you've got a little bit of a hook that makes it quite comfortable. It's not for me, that's not what I do, but I know a lot of people like to shoot that way. There is no texture anywhere on the trigger guard, but you've got your little hook right here. Now you can see how aesthetically it looks good, how they made the trigger guard bleed straight into the guard for the mag release. And the mag release is a rectangle. Let the focus catch up. It's a rectangle and it's textured. It feels a little bit unusual, but it does the work, and it does the work well. For polymer on polymer, they spit out really nicely. Above that, you got your slide stop, slide release, and I don't like to send slides home without ammunition in it, but it does do the work either way. Slide stop, slide release. Also, you got ambi safeties for those of you that like to use a safety, and they also have a model that has no safeties at all if that's not something that works for you. The mag release, I was not able to find out any information of whether it's reversible or not. I don't see a way to reverse it. There's nothing on their website. So if you guys know if this is reversible or not, if you can put it down in the comment section below, I'd love to learn about that. Another thing that I love about this gun is the shape of the grip. And I'm not a big fan of finger grooves, but the way this small one, you can see here, it starts from here. Oop, let the focus catch up. It starts from here, and then it moves around the entire grip. So my fingers, at least for my size hands, it fits perfectly the way this grip is molded. And then with the little lip down here by the magwell, cradles your pinky, and it's just a very comfortable fit. No back straps, it is what it is. But if you look at it from the grip area into the beaver tail, this whole area reminds me a lot of the Steyr, the M9A1, or even the A2. But I love the Steyr, it's one of my favorite polymer pistols, and the grip area of this TX22 reminds me a lot of the Steyr. What do you guys think? Also, another detail, and I'm not sure if it's going to come on camera, is that the grip, as it gets towards the back, it's got a little bit of an angle. It kind of bulges out a little bit. I'm not sure if it's going to come through. It's flat, 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 and then it bulges a little bit. And it just fits, makes a perfect fit in my hand. I love the way this gun fits in my hand. Just let you look around. You can see how high it's cut in here. The barrel comes with a 10.1 inch barrel, as I mentioned earlier. It's alloy steel with a matte finish. And the nice thing about this is, like I said also, it's supposed to come with an adapter, and you just thread it in, for your suppressor or for a compensator. So most compensators, and suppressors for 22s tend to be smaller, thinner. And another advantage is that because of the size of the suppressors, they tend to be thinner. The sights that come with it will co-witness. Believe it or not, they're not night sights, suppressor height sights, but with the cans being as thin as they are, the sights will co-witness. So that is an unexpected surprise. Letting you look around. For the most part, at least in my experience, 22s can be kind of finicky for disassembly. And, some of them have the fixed barrels. There's a lot of different things that you see out there. But for the TX22, kind of just like a Glock, you pull the slide back a little bit and you see those tabs right there. So you just pull the slide a little bit, pull down on those tabs, and off it comes. Doesn't slide off like that. It just kind of pulls apart. And it is so easy. They made it so much like a regular center fire, even though it's a rim fire. So take your look, a regular recoil spring, one-piece captive recoil spring, and here is your TX22. And to put it back together, let's see if I can do this on camera, you just align it like that, pull it back, and you're ready to go. And I know you really don't want to be dry firing a rimfire handgun, but check for functionality, and you're back in business. Now, I know that you're not supposed to dry fire a rimfire gun, but once or twice for the video is not going to make a difference. But the trigger, it is really nice. It does feel very plasticky. You don't have the little dingus in the middle, but it is very plasticky. You can feel the grit, but then you're at the wall right there, and then you pull through, and it's an insta break. I'm only going to do this once, so pay attention. And then your reset. Look at this. Right there. And then you're immediately at the wall, and it'll break again. So really nice trigger. Out on the range, I really enjoyed it. The gun at the range was shooting about 2 to 3 inches high, if I remember correctly. I put it on the shooting part of the video at the beginning. But I had to aim about 2 inches low if I were to hit the bullseye. Nice grouping and very comfortable to shoot. Very reliable, no problems whatsoever. Going back to the trigger, it's breaking around 5 pounds. That's where it's at. So no complaints there on the trigger. I know I'm jumping around a little bit. Now to wrap up this video, what do I like, what I don't like, what were the impressions? Well, I really had to rack my brain to find something I don't like about this gun. I really enjoyed it. I like the way it shoots. I like that it was reliable. I like I can shoot 16 rounds. It seems to be a quality handgun. It's, gosh, the only thing I can come up with that I don't like, or I wish it was a little different, is that the texture didn't go all the way to the top. I would have liked it for the texture to go higher. But it's a 22. It's not that it's got tremendous recoil, so you need more grip. It's just personal preference. But the texture all over is very nice. Just if you could give me a little bit more, it would have made me, for me, it would have been a perfect little 22 at that point. What else can I tell you? We talked about the trigger. The shoe is polymer, of course. What don't I like? That's really it. I wish I had a little bit more texture there. Everything else I really like from this TX22. It's well made. The ergonomics are wonderful. It's been reliable, comfortable, easy to shoot. The mags are easy to load. Nice capacity with 16 rounds. It's easy to clean with a disassembly I just showed you. And I enjoy shooting 22 long rifle. So I guess that's it. Taurus TX22. I've been waiting a long time to get the opportunity to shoot this. Once again, thank you, Danny, for lending me your gun for the channel. And now I'm going to have to go buy one. That's how much I liked it. So there it is. Taurus TX22 in 22 long rifle. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. And I know it's a gun that has been very popular. And they have the competition model and several other models like I mentioned before, 16 different models available or configurations. So let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on the Taurus TX22? If you own one, if you fired one, I would love to know what you think. I think Taurus hit a home run with this one. Really like it. So please remember, I upload videos every Friday morning and when I can on Wednesday mornings as well. I'm posting more and more on Twitter. X is called now, because I'm really tired of the censorship of Instagram. So if you want to give me a follow there, I would really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by. And until the next time, God bless.